Everybody, CW here, Card Wolf, because I'm always on the hunt for great cards. Today is Monday, but we are doing Dorking with dice. Why are we doing that on a Monday? Because last week just did not work out. I had my voice just, I don't know what happened to it. It kept coming and going, and on Friday was Halloween, and there was a lot going on, and plus my voice wasn't working out well, so it just did not happen. And of course, the weekends are a lost cause here at the Card Wolf Citadel because I have young children, and so here we are on Monday doing Dorking with dice, and that's all right. It's going to be the last week that baseball is in the box for a long time, all the way up till March. We will not see baseball after this week in the Magic box, so get 2 episodes of Dorking with dice, one on Monday, one on Friday. I don't think anybody's going to complain. I'm certainly not. I always enjoy opening the vintage packs, and we get all 3 sports in this box: baseball, football, and hockey, well represented in the 20 packs. It corresponds to the 20 numbers on this die, this big pink die that I've got in my hand. We roll that, and that decides which packs we get to open today on the Card Wolf Network. Hope you guys had a great weekend and enjoyed the World Series, man. That came down extra innings in the 7th game. That is pretty wild. Congratulations to the Dodgers on winning their 2nd in a row. And our first pack is pack 17, which we always put something a little extra special in 17, and this time it is a jumbo pack of 93 baseball. So we get a baseball pack right off the top, which is great. We will find a Slugfest card in this pack, which is a nice little insert that were exclusive to these super packs or jumbo packs, whatever you want to call them. Should be 27 cards in here, the Slugfest card, as well as a bunch of base cards and maybe some other inserts. I don't know, we'll see, but nice cards. Always enjoy Pinnacle. Beautiful black borders and a lot of Hall of Famers in this 1993 set. Kevin Reimer, I remember him very well. Kevin Reimer from Milwaukee. I'll show you the backs of these. Different photo than the front. Usually a very awkward looking portrait like that one. So there you go with Kevin Reimer. Mike Trombley, and that is a rookie prospect for the Twins. It looks like the ball's about to hit him in the knee there. It looks rather painful. Charlie Huff. Charlie Huff, the ageless one, who I believe Charlie Huff is still pitching for some team out there. I'm not sure which one, but I'm sure he's out there still pitching. He was about 60 in that picture, so he's still going strong. Charlie Huff, the inaugural season there with the Marlins. And why not? If you're starting a baseball team, why not get Charlie Huff? Scott Kamenicki and Eric Young, also inaugural season there for the Rockies. Another prospect card, Stan Peltier. And then we got, flip this over for Alan Embry, pitcher there for Cleveland, and Tim Cruz, more pitching. Al Martin, another prospect card, and there's our Slugfest card. It is Will Clark, who was quite the slugger back in those days. Pretty nice card, and we get a Ripken behind there. That's pretty awesome. There's the back of the Slugfest card. And then we get a nice Ripken now and then. The younger Ripken and the older Ripken there. I don't know why he's wearing his hat that way, but, who knows what these Hall of Famers want to do. That one goes in the Wolf Lair because we'll be putting that into the PC. Jim Gott there making a strange face as he pitches. Mark Davis, and boy, speaking of strange faces, I'm creeped out by that guy. Rick Helling, first round draft pick there. Man, I would not want to run into that guy. That is a strange leer that he's got. Tony Pena there, great catcher for the Red Sox. We can have some interesting cards here. This is Hometown Heroes, which was a subset that Pinnacle did in 1993. Harold Baines, Hall of Famer there. Another nice Orioles card for us. You can see the back of that. And Baines was from Maryland, as I recall. He was actually born in Easton, I believe. Jim Fry, and then we get a nice Harmon Killebrew card there. Idols card. Paul Molitor, whose idol was Harmon Killebrew. That's a pretty sweet card. I like that one a lot. I've started collecting Killebrew, so that's a nice addition to my PC now that I did not have. Felix Fermin, I don't know why these are all of a sudden upside down and backwards, like this is an upper deck pack. Archie Cianfrocco, who I do not remember, apparently played for the Expos back then. Leo Gomez, I remember all too well, playing for the Orioles and striking out a lot. That's what I remember of Leo Gomez, which is probably an unfair characterization. Bill Wakeman there, Derek May, and Howard Johnson for the Mets, who was kind of a star back then. I think we could probably say that. And then we'll flip all these over once. Jerry Brown, John Habian and Chad Curtis finish off that pack for us. Not too bad. Starting off with a baseball pack. I like that a lot. Let's see if we can get hockey or football out of this next roll. What do we get here? It is pack 15. All right, well, we just opened 17, so I will start from where's the 10 spot? That's not the 10. That is, so that's 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15 is a football pack. It's another Pinnacle product. That is bizarre. 1991, and this is Pinnacle football from 1991. As you can see, it was a Score product, but Pinnacle became a lot more popular than Score for whatever reason. 12 cards in this pack. Oh, and this was from DJ Squish, sent this one in to us. Thank you so much, Squish. Sent a nice package to us a few weeks ago and got a lot of nice cards out of that. This pack came, I think, a while before that in a previous package from Mr. DJ Squish. Thank you so much, sir. Getting into this one. This was the first year that they did Pinnacle football. 1991, I believe, was the inaugural year for Pinnacle. But again, very nice cards. They always did a very nice product, in my opinion. These are white bordered, but then they started going to the black borders after that. Nate Odom's cornerback there for the Bills, and I'll show you the backs of these. Different photo on the back, sort of the player out in space, not really any context there. Alan Pinkett and Chris Miller. We got James Francis, good linebacker for the Bengals. Rodney Peete, of course, very good quarterback there with the Lions. Kenneth Davis and Aaron Craver, rookie card of that player for the Dolphins. Roman Pfeiffer, rookie of that player, linebacker for the Rams. He was in the league for many years, good player there. And another rookie here, Todd Marinovich, who, when he came into the league, everybody thought this guy was going to be a sensational quarterback. He was quite the prospect, but things did not work out for him. Ricky Sanders, good wide receiver for Washington. Jay Novacek, and we finish off with an Idols card. We got a nice Harmon Killebrew Idols card in the last pack. We get another one here. This one is, I'm having a hard time figuring out who that is. Let's see if you can figure out who it is before I flip it over and find out. I do not have a guess on that one. It is Howie Long and Mean Joe Green. That's pretty cool. I like that one. Howie Long and Mean Joe Green. Put that one on top. That's a nice one. Let's see if we get a hockey pack here on our third roll on a rare Monday episode of Dorking with Dice. What is the pack going to be? Pack 16. Once again, the consecutive packs. We've had 15, now 16, and our first pack was 17. What is going on with that? I mean, what is up with that? I don't understand it. Count from the back this time and know that we've already hit 17. There's 20, 19, 18, 17 was in there, and this is 16. That's one I just put in the box this morning. It's Fleer 1995 hockey, so this is a nice pack. Don't see this one very often. We're looking for franchise futures, inserts. You can also find hot packs out of this product, which would be nothing but insert cards. That would be pretty darn awesome. A lot of other insert series in here, 12 cards in the pack. And the franchise futures ones are the ones that everybody talked about, but I actually, as I recall, and I could be wrong about this, I think there are some other nice ones. Slapshot Artists, I believe, is in this. It's 95, right? Yeah, it is 95. I think that's in here, and those are nice inserts. If we can get one of those, we'll see. I don't remember what the odds are on any of this. Wow, this pack has given me a fit here trying to open this. Oh, this is sealed very, very tightly. I might need to resort to the scissors. I cannot. Oh, there we go. All right. Just getting a little concerned there that I would not be able to open this thing. This was a very tight, vacuum sealed type of pack there. Again, we're looking at Fleer 1995 hockey. We've gotten one each of each sport in the box so far today, which is pretty awesome. Scott LaChance starting this pack off for us there. You can see this is a very interesting sort of, I don't know, I always thought this was a very interesting template for a product because you have this, stats here, and you've got, kind of an echo of the main picture there, and then on the back it's sideways with the stats the way you usually see it on the back, but even that has the echo picture there. They're clearly going for some sort of conceptual thing. I don't know. Peter Klima there, good player for the, who was he playing for at that point? He played for several different teams. It looks like he's playing for Tampa Bay there. Played for Edmonton for a while, that's what I remember, and he played for the Red Wings. I think that he came up with the Red Wings, if I remember. Here is a franchise futures card. That is Joe Juneau for the Caps. pretty nice to see that. That is, I believe, an insert. Hit 5 of 10. So that is our insert out of here. You get one in every pack of Fleer. Adam Oates there. Very nice card of that player. Long-time NHLer, of course. Adam Oates, really good player for several different teams. He was with the Bruins there. And then we got Keith Primeau skating for Detroit. Why do these keep going out of focus? I do not understand that. We got Matthew Schneider and then Eric Lacroix. Rookie card there for the Kings. Kind of an awkward photo of Eric Lacroix. Mostly you're seeing his backside. Ulf Samuelsson and who was this? Igor Kravchuk for Edmonton. And I think that one's sticky, a little bit sticky to the one behind it. Sean Chambers. These cards are very glossy. You can kind of see it there. The light reflecting on them like that. So very glossy cards. Not much stickiness, though. Adam Creighton there, longtime NHLer, with the Blues there. And Gary Galley finishes this off. Defensiveman for Philadelphia. So no huge cards out of there, but certainly neat to get into that pack. I haven't opened one of those in a long time, but Adam Oates on top. I always like Adam Oates. Let's see what we get out of our fourth pack. We got a good spread here so far. All three sports represented. I like that. Let's see what our fourth pack is going to be. It is, wow, it was almost pack 18. I think that would have like broken reality somehow if we had gotten 15, 16, 17, and 18, but it gave us pack 5 instead. And pack 5 is actually right there because there's 4 at the top. So pack 5 is another hockey pack, so that's pretty cool. It is Collector's Choice, which was an Upper Deck product back in the day. Collector's Choice Hockey from 1996. Nice pack. I always look for the hockey stickums. They're hockey sticker cards, and they're really tough pulls. You would think that they'd be a lot more plentiful. Those are the ones I'm always looking for. And I don't know why they're such tough pulls, but we'll see. Get an MVP card in every pack of this, and those are just basically got different shiny writing on them. They look the same as the other cards for the most part. See, we got, there's our MVP card right on top. You can see the shiny stuff there. That is Matt Sundin. Not too bad there. He's got the MVP thing. That's out of focus. Sorry about that. It's got the MVP thing there on the bottom. Matt Sundin. Can't really see his face. That's kind of an awkward shot as well. We get 2 MVP cards out of here. And that one is a gold one, which are a little bit rarer. So that's pretty cool. That one is Ed Jovansky. And not as well known as Matt Sundin, but still pretty neat to get a gold one. You don't see those as much. Then we get to the regular cards. This is J.F. Jomfy, who I do not remember very well at all, but apparently played for the Mighty Ducks. It looks like he's laying down on the ice, or I don't know what he's doing there. It's kind of a... Are these going to be upside? Oh, we got a Stickums. That's pretty awesome, but it's a ref of all the things. Pierre Turgeon there, good player for the Canadiens for many years. Peter Ziesel. And this one's just a bit sticky to whoever is on the back of that. That is a, what does that say? Signed by the Stars card is what that says down by there, which suggests that this should have an autograph on it, but I don't think it does unless it's on the back, which it is not. I wonder what that's about. I don't know why it's stamped as such. I'll show you that again so you can see what I'm talking about. It's right there at the bottom, and it says signed by the Stars. There is no signature on that card anywhere that I see, unless it's some tiny initials somewhere, but I don't see anything like that. And then on the back there is nothing either, so I'm not quite sure why it is stamped that way. That's something I have not seen on cards from this set, so that's kind of interesting. Signed by the Stars, yet not signed. I'll have to look into that. I am not sure why that worked out that way. That's very interesting. At least it wasn't like Lemieux or something. Then I'd be really upset that it wasn't actually signed. But, Peter Zezel, I'm not going to be too upset. Brian Smolinski there for Pittsburgh, of course. And then we do get our Stickums card, and it is not an exciting one, to put it mildly. It was probably the least exciting Stickums card that one could get, especially when you see who else you could get out of this. I mean, lots and lots of Hall of Famers and big stars, and instead we get random referee, which is not what I wanted. At least we did get a Stickums, though. Cam Neely there, who I seem to pull incessantly when I do Dorking with Dice. Cannot get enough Cam Neely cards for some reason. I do not collect him, but I seem to have a stack of him going. Luc Robitaille and Thomas Sandstrom Thomas Sandstrom, longtime player in the NHL. Nice to see that one. We'll have him on top of that pack because that Stickums card is irritating me for some reason. It was a lackluster pack, I have to say. See if we get a better pack here on our fifth roll today. What sport will we get and what number will we get? 18, because we got 15, 16, 17, and we did get 18. Reality here at the Card Wolf Citadel is clearly off the rails, or I don't know what is going on. That is weird to me. I don't get that. All right, that's 20, and that is 19, and this is 18. What is this pack? It is another nice pack. Wow, this is another one I just put in the box. Kind of an unusual pack. We have not opened it on the channel before, as far as I know. It is 1992 Upper Deck Football, and you're looking for Dan Marino autograph cards out of here, as I recall. And I think he autographed like 2,500 or something like that. It probably says here on the back. Usually it'll tell you, but it does not tell you. I thought he signed for this, but maybe I'm wrong. You can get a Dan Marino SP card, 1 in 54 packs. The odds of finding a hologram card are 1 in 30 packs. And this is Series 2, so it's cards 401 to 620, back when they used to make enormous, gigantic sets of cards for Upper Deck in 1992. Upper Deck Football. I don't remember if I don't think I've opened this on the channel before. You could bake a potato in these, and one day I will. You'll see Cooking with Card Wolf, and we'll be baking potatoes in Upper Deck wrappers. Rookie Force card with Johnny Mitchell, who looks pretty intent there. He is focused. You can't see it yet. There he is. He is focused on catching the ball and being a rookie force for the Jets. I'll show you the back. There's no photo on the back of that one. That's weird. Tracy Simeon there, and there's the back. You get a different photo on the back than the front, which I always appreciate a lot. That is another awkward photo there. That looks like something, I don't know, something bad has gone on there. Like he tackled a guy and then he's punching him in the stomach or something. Roger Craig there for the Vikings, which is weird. Roger Craig played for the Vikings? I don't remember that. I remember him being with the 49ers and nothing else, but here he is with the Vikings. Nice haircut on John Stevens there, running back for the Patriots for a little while. Another rookie force card here, and that is Mark Boutte. We got, flip this over because it's an Upper Deck pack, Alvin Harper. And now we're getting to the serious Upper Deck nonsense here because it's backwards too. Bill Fralick, really good guard for the Falcons. And behind him we got Lemuel Stinson, leaping for Chicago. Man, I don't know if you saw the Chicago game this weekend. Chicago Bengals, that was maybe the best game of the weekend. That was a really good game. Flacco couldn't have played any better for the Bengals, yet it did not go their way. That was a fantastic game. Really enjoyed it. John Stevens again? What is going on? We get 15, 16, 17, 18, and double John Stevens out of this pack. I don't understand that, and I don't like it. I'll put it that way. Rick Tootin there looking like he's reconsidering his life choices. He's a punter for the Seahawks, though. It's not a bad life. George Jameson and Gerald Williams. We got an interesting card here. This is an NFL scrapbook card of John Elway. Now, 1992, I think Elway may have still been playing in 1992. So this is a playing era card, perhaps. It's a pretty cool card, though. This is not an insert. It is a subset card, but still, I remember liking these cards a lot, these scrapbook cards. I like the way they look like they're a page torn out of a scrapbook. Pretty neat cards. I'm going to put that in the wolf layer. James Washington, we finish off with Deion. Nice Deion Sanders card there, one of the great cornerbacks in the NFL, and one of the great egos in the NFL as well, Deion Sanders. So there you go. That's 5 packs, and it looks like baseball is the loser out of that. Got 2 football, 2 hockey, 1 baseball, though the baseball pack was a super pack. So in the end, we probably opened the same amount of baseball that we did in terms of the amount of cards that we got to see as we did for the other 2 sports. Hope you enjoyed Dorking with Dice here on a Monday. Very strange to do it, but a lot of fun for me. Very weird to get 4 consecutive numbers. What is that about? Talk to me about that in the comments. I do not understand what is happening with Dorking with Dice lately. We'll be back with another episode of Dorking with Dice on Friday, but in the meantime, I'm going to be opening something fun tomorrow. I got something good to open tomorrow on the channel. Wednesday is my pack battle with Average Joe. Of course, Thursday is Anything Can Happen Day. You never know what's going to go on then. My voice seems to be back, so I should not miss any episodes this week. And I look forward to doing all of them for you. Hope to see you back here real soon on the channel. As always, happy collecting.